Hey Libras, welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, I'm just gonna get straight into it. So if you guys are new, I do like to meditate before I even pull out the cards or anything and see what Spirit has to say. And Libras, whoever you're dealing with, I'm just gonna be honest with you, and this isn't for everyone. This could be for someone specific or for a group of people. Just know that there's so many energies and so many stories being told in a collective reading. You just have to basically use your intuition and figure out what's meant for you, what's not. So the overall energy I'm getting from your person is they're just I feel like they're just a whole mess. And you guys know this. You are not blind to it. At least you guys know this. Instead of you being in a situation where it like kind of takes you by surprise, or you know, you don't notice the red flags until later. But I truly believe for a lot of you, you guys already know this, and I almost feel like you guys have this understanding. I'm seeing some of them are having issues with drugs and alcohol, a lot of toxic behavior. But it's weird because it's almost like you guys see all of this and you know this, but you're also able to separate yourself from this person. Of course, always be careful. You never want to be in a situation that you can't get out of. But the overall energy on your guys' side is like this coolness, this like I'm good. Like, I know they have other people on the side. I know that they're doing this and that and the third. I see it. I'm not dumb. But I'm the one they call when they want someone or when they need someone. So you guys have this understanding that they always see you. Even in the midst of this mess, this fucking clusterfuck of a mess that I keep seeing. And I just want to congratulate you guys because I feel like you guys are in a better place mentally, and like a type of maturity has come over you in this. And you guys know your place. And you guys are divinely, Spirit just said divinely protected. That was for somebody. Let me just get into it. Let me pull out this card for you guys. Is cool. I just keep hearing the word cool, like having this cool ass energy about you, like you got your shit together. And it's not just like physical stuff, you know, like normal, responsible. It's like your attitude. Let's clarify that. It's your attitude, the way that you react to things, no matter what people are doing around you. It's no longer like, Spirit has just said, if it's not serving you anymore, it's like you just know it. Anything that's not serving, it's not going to phase you at all. It's like they need to go through this thing, whatever it is. And they're definitely going through something. And you guys know better than to put yourselves in that mix, to allow them to do what they have to do. Or let them go through what they need to go through, right? That's too many cards. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is a clusterfuck of clusters. Oh, there's so many. Let's just... So they're definitely going through it. There's a lot of... Oh, let me just get comfortable here. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, my shoulder is hurting so bad, and I feel like I can't lift. There we go. There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of arguments. And the funny thing is, you guys are just like watching it from behind, from afar. Like, I'm not even going to engage in this. I'm not even going to allow myself to be a part of this. I'm simply going to allow myself to be entertained a bit, but I'm not going to engage in this mess. For some of you, the person that you guys may be dealing with, they are married and they are just all over the place. I just heard divorce, or they are in the middle of a divorce. Maybe that's where the fights are coming from. But there's definitely this energy of like a sacrifice or something being, man. There's a lot going on in this reading. There's definitely a time period where you guys need to be separated for some reason. And the reason I'm seeing is mainly that you, like I said before, you guys are in this very mature state. You're not allowing anything. You're very well balanced in everything. And your person who you're dealing with, they're still, I heard, at odds with themselves. They're still kind of like figuring out. There's like this sort of energy of like, it's like they don't even know who they are. They don't even know what the fuck that they want. They have all these things or people around them, and they're just in this like, I just heard Spirit say like, for some of them, they're like, I don't even know what I want. Like, what am I going to do with all this? It's definitely a very, I just keep feeling this like immature energy. Like they don't, where's the Emperor here? Spirit just said, they do have someone around them, an authority figure or someone who may be older, who's trying to help them, point them in the right direction in their decisions and choices, which is a good thing, right? Because it sucks when you're in like a position like this, and then when you have those friends or like people you may look up to you and give you the wrong advice, or just kind of like, oh, do it this way. No, it's definitely someone around them who's older, or they are just extremely mature and they have their things situated. They have their things together, not only in the material realm, but also in their maturity, in the way that they do things, in the way that they move. And I feel like Spirit just said they're seeking advice from them, which is a good thing. Why is the Moon card here? Change my mind about the Emperor, but I mean, that's going to be some type of good, I heard the word intervention. Yeah, like I said earlier, I feel like for some of them, maybe struggling with drugs and alcohol, or whatever it is that they're dealing with has led them to that. So they get an intervention, or they're getting some type of like confrontation to where they're like, yo, or family members or friends like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Or girl, what are you doing? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, yeah, there's definitely, I just heard X. It's the breaking away. I just heard the word karmic. So they may be dealing with their karmic, or it's hard for them. Spirit just said it's hard for them to release this person for some reason. Can I get one more on that, please? Why is it hard for them to leave them? Just wanted to come out earlier. Yeah, it's hard for them to leave them because they had this idea, they had this strategic plan, right? To have this life with this individual, and because things are not working out the way that they thought they were, and they're falling apart, literally Spirit is saying it's crumbling apart, that it's like, now this could be you. Libra. Remember, when I'm telling these stories, only you know the story. There's times that I've paused really quick here because I've noticed this about tarot. Because sometimes I'll look up stuff about myself and then I'm like, this doesn't sound like my energy. This sounds like the person I'm dealing with's energy. And it's crazy how tarot can work like that, especially if you're not getting like a personal reading. I'm talking about whenever I'm getting a reading about about myself, when it's not a personal reading, like if it's a collective reading, whether it be on YouTube or whatever. So like these energies can play out any other way. I just want you guys to be aware of that, because if you are like me, that you're like, this actually sounds like this sounds like the person, or that actually sounds like me. I'm going through this right now. So just remember that. So someone here is feeling regretful about a past that they saw something, they envisioned something. I'm getting emotional while I'm saying this because it's like I'm feeling their energy. It's almost like the energy is like, I thought I had things figured out already. Like I saw the house, I saw the kids, I saw the family. Like things weren't supposed to turn out this way. What the fuck just happened? And I think that's what's getting them in this like mind fuck of like, what do I do now? Like, how do I even like envision myself with someone else? Like, if it could happen again, if it could not work out again, what am I supposed to do with that? Spirit, why is the Six of Wands here? This energy is very strong and very emotional and very regretful. Like they can't let go for some reason. And I think that's why the drugs and the alcohol are involved, because they are still struggling with the outcome of what they thought was going to be something great. They maybe not realizing that, like I said before, like Spirit was saying, like karmic, because it was a karmic partner that they should have learned their lesson from and just kept it moving, but they didn't. And then they feel like they're in this prison, but it's literally a prison that they're putting themselves in, and they're allowing themselves to stay there. When Spirit is telling them or you to go, it's time to go. It's time to get away from the heartache. That's exactly, okay, thank you, Spirit, for clarifying, because I was getting lost there for a second. But this is what you guys need to do. You guys need to just pack your shit and fucking go. Or they need to go so that they can move on to something and not be so stuck in the past and the heartache and the heartbreak of what happened, or trying to figure out why did things turn out. Sometimes, guys, it don't fucking matter. You don't have to try to figure out nothing. Sometimes you just gotta go. And I feel like I'm preaching to myself right now, because sometimes that's the truth of the matter. Sometimes we get so stuck on the present, like why did things turn out the way that they did, and maybe if I can try to, you drive yourself fucking crazy in your mind of like trying to make things make sense, but sometimes Spirit's like, bro, it's not supposed to make sense. You're supposed to go. You're not meant to be here anymore. Move. Spirit is literally saying, move your ass away from that, so that the good can come in, so that something new can come in. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna suck. Yeah, you're gonna have some nights where you can't sleep. You're not gonna be able to fucking eat. You're gonna be upset. We all go through that, right? Heartbreak. But as much as it sounds like cheesy, like, time heals, but it's the truth. It's the literal truth. So if you know that truth, then just let it be what it is and heal from it, so that you can not escalate. I guess you could say that, like make it come faster, like the good come to you faster. Spirit, can we get some more cards here to clarify what is going on with this situation? Or give us something nice to like, after this reading, we need some uplifting. Spirit wants to be, oh, no, you want to come out. Forever Young, a song of youthful playfulness. So being in that energy of being very childlike, doing things that you used to love doing as a kid or as a teen or as a young adult. Find yourself in those scenarios, in those situations, in that activity, so that you can bring in the new. So you can bring in that energy of the things that you truly want and that you truly love. Because you never know, like, while you're in this energy, what other things can be brought to the surface. What kind of people you might meet. Maybe make some new friends. Maybe you meet someone through them new friends, But if you're stuck in your fucking house complaining and sad and crying, well, how are you supposed to meet these people? How are you supposed to engage in something new? You kind of wanted to come out. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So whether it's you or the other person, you know, it needs to be let go of. It needs to end. I feel like a lot of y'all are just... It's funny because I started the reading saying that you guys were on the outside, like if they were dealing with someone else, right? And now I'm seeing two different scenarios. It's either you or them. So let me rephrase that so I don't confuse y'all, because I just confused myself. Two stories. You not being able to let go of this old thing, of this old partner, because just things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to be. Or they are feeling this way about you. Or they're feeling about this way about their ex. And that's why they are in this weird energy. Okay, actually, that's 3 stories. So I hear 3 different stories. So you guys know which one is you. You got the person who's on the outside looking at the hot mess and being like, dang, they're not over their, you know, their thing. But I know at the end of the day, they want me. But they got to go through what they need to go through. Or you are the ex, or vice versa. I'm probably just confused the fuck out of you because I just confused myself. But that's what I'm saying. What I was talking about earlier with tarot, like sometimes I'll get into this. I'm like, why is it not making sense? I'm like, oh my God, I'm hearing like 3 different scenarios, 3 different people. So it's just up to you guys to kind of figure out what's going on. So if that's the case, let me pull out. I want to pull out 2 more cards for each. So there's definitely a love here that's not like it's over, and I said that like that needs to move on. They need to get over it, or you need to get over it, so that something new can come about. Spirit, if we can get one, we're gonna get 2 more cards for the 2 different scenarios. Man, I'm gonna have to do like 3 separate readings for Libras because this is the first time. I mean, this happens sometimes, but this was pretty. It was a little bit overwhelming because at first it wasn't making sense. And then once Spirit was kind of showing me like what was going on, I'm like, ooh, we're just going to cater to everyone tonight. I'm just playing. But I love it though. I love it because whatever needs to be said will come out. And I appreciate that. Spirit is being picky with these cards. Can we get 2 more cards, please, for my Libras? Oh my goodness, come on. Shoulder hurts. Nope. You too. Gotcha. All right, we got proposal. Your romance is about to evolve and level up and tease. The energy is fun and lighthearted, but uncertain. So that's for whoever that belongs to. Take it for what it is. But that's for 3 different scenarios. Ooh, that just fell on the floor. Oh my goodness. Okay. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So it could be the honeymoon from the proposal, or it's just stating that having that quality time together where you guys are able to really get to know each other without distractions or anyone else's input on the relationship. But what I just say, heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you guys know what you ultimately need to do when it comes to this connection. With the many and different confusing scenarios that we've pulled out here. But I'm just going to trust Spirit that whatever was said was meant to be said, and even though it might not completely make sense to me, it's going to make sense to someone. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If you guys don't want something a little bit more personal, you guys can go ahead and check out the description box below, and all the information is there. And Happy New Year, and I hope to see you guys next month on the next reading. Good night.